Hey guys, welcome back. Beautiful day here at the shop. The S10 project is coming to a screeching halt here. We have some major work to do. So, got some. Thank you for your order. Courtesy of Summit Racing. Let's caught in the cord here. Let's unbox this thing, see what's inside. The bubble foam. We got good exhaust manifold gaskets, actual GM ones, multi-layer ones, because the ones that come with the Holley manifolds are just that like impregnated gasket, so those will work good. We're gonna run a thermostat in the truck. Rob talked me into it. Feels that it would be better. We'll see how this works. It's 160 degree thermostat. We may go to a 180. Haven't decided yet. We'll see what temp looks like. Then we got these guys. Doesn't want to focus there. Sun's kind of in the way. So these are energy suspension. This is a control arm bushing set. The lower control arm bushings in this thing were pretty well shot, and with being in there and having the opportunity to do it and the price of the bushings, it's just cheaper to do them now as opposed to have to deal with alignment issues or whatnot down the road. So, oh, fire. Stickers, sheet, paperwork, and this here, guys, is what it's all about. I unfortunately can't do this with one hand, so I'm going to have to put you on the tripod here, and we'll get this opened up. Well, guys, there it is. The wilwood front brake kit for gbody s10 black powder coat. Well guys, we went with a non-slotted and drilled, but a vented rotor. Just for, this is going to be way more braking than the truck ever had stock. But we didn't want to go to a full race brake per setup. We weren't super concerned about weight. Weight is obviously a concern with a race vehicle, and with this being the truck being set up for a lot of street use and drag and drive events, we wanted a vented rotor so that if we tow a trailer, we have more than adequate braking to slow this thing down. So the rear rotors for this are a solid rotor like this. They are vented on the rear as well, so that'll give ample cooling and everything, and allow the brakes to dissipate that heat. There has been guys that do run the single disc drilled more race brakes and tow trailers with them, and they have good success with them. When I went to look at brakes for this, I contacted Wilwood and went over what the plan was with the truck and what the goals were and what I planned to do, and the sales representative recommended that this would most likely be my best bet for what I want to do with the truck and what I plan to do. So this is the option we went with, so we're gonna go ahead and get after it. Well guys, we got the lower control arm back in, the coilover bolted back up, and the bump steer kit. We're gonna pull out the instructions for the wilwood and mark out where to cut, figure out where we need to cut that spindle. Alright guys, I don't know if I don't think I showed it when I did the other side. But we're going to get the studs in this, bearings in it, get the rotor, get everything all set up now that we know how to set it all up based on the other one. Pretty simple. I do have to pull that lower control arm. I got to do lower control arm bushings in it. So got a few of the pieces here. We're going to hop over to time lapse. I'm going to grab a pair of gloves, and I'll show you guys, for some of the guys that haven't done it. I'm sure a few of you have, but this is how I like to pack my bearings. I was taught years ago by an old school guy, and a lot of the things I learned from him have stuck with me over the years, and this is definitely one of them. So back to time lapse. Guys, I like to use like a good axle grease, wheel bearing grease. This is Lucas Oil Products grease, red and tacky. It's good for temperature stability, resist against acid and alkalis, corrosion. This is EP, has extreme pressure EP additive. Inhibits rust and corrosion. It's good 540 degree Fahrenheit drop point. So this is what I like to use for packing the bearings. And here's how I go about doing it. Take a latex glove, put it on my hand, take a blob of grease, smear it off into the middle of my hand, and then take my bearing and I slap my bearing through the grease until it comes out the other side. As you can see here, see how the grease is starting to push through it? That's what you're looking for. If you're packing old bearings, you want to do this till you have new grease coming completely through the bearing. That'll flush all that old grease out of there and give you a nice, well-packed, good to go bearing. So, grease all over the place here, and that's the reason why you want to wear a latex glove, guys. Is you're gonna get messy. Like, bearing's gonna end up covered in grease, and then you just go ahead, use your finger, wipe that little bit of excess off. I got a rag here, so. And that's how I pack my bearings, guys. You can use bearing packers, and where you screw the bearing into it, you put a grease gun on the end of it, and pack them that way. This is just the way I was taught, and honestly, I'm sure there's better ways. It's just the way I like doing it. guys, there it is. We got the wilwood kit on. Super happy with the fit and finish of this kit. Super nice quality. At the time when I installed this, I hadn't got the brake line kit yet. I have it in the bag, actually on the back of the truck right now. I picked it up today. Really nice. One of the key things when you guys are installing these kits is take the time, make sure you shim the brake caliper correctly, so that way it's centered on the disc. Look forward to getting these all hooked up. I'm gonna try to get the lines on it tomorrow. I have to do some brake lines over here. I'm gonna get rid of this. I do have a proportioning valve that will be going on the truck, and also have a line lock kit as well that will be going on the truck. So we'll try to get those put on tomorrow, get that stuff wrapped up, and we look forward to it. One of the things we did pick up that we haven't really showcased is we got a really good deal on a set of knockoff welds. These are Visions 521s, I believe they are, with a 165/15 on the front. And then we have the here. We have the Mickey Thompson 275 ET Street radial on a 15 by, I believe they're just trying to find it here. They are 15 by 8 with a 0 offset, so super happy with them. Got a really good deal. We will probably go to a pro bracket radial once these are wore out, or we'll go to a Hoosier slick, depending on what surface we want to run on. But thank you for watching. Please leave a comment down below and hit that like button.